What's good, y'all? It's your boy Isty with the turban. You feel me? Basically, today we're gonna be doing a YouTube video of my best plugins. We're just gonna go through. It's gonna be a quick video. I'm not. This is not gonna be a long cook up like I usually do. I want to do some different content today. We're just gonna go over my best plugins. Um, Basically, I do want to go over a couple things though. Discord, big shout out to my Discord. We're building the ISTY army. We're at 312 subscribers right now. Most of them are in the Discord. Make sure that this is gonna have the Discord in the description. Basically, the Discord is full of producers, songwriters, loop makers, people that make beat packs. We got rappers in there. Basically, I want everybody to interact with each other, collaborate with each other, and also have a community. When I was making beats, I never really had anybody to talk to get feedback. I was mostly myself and my friends that really didn't know much anyway either. So here we have people with years of experience, people with months of experience, people with weeks of experience, but we all come together and come up with concise feedback for one another. That's kind of my goal with the Discord. It's also just to put out announcements when I'm going live. You can join my live. I do beat reviews on my live. I do song reviews on my live. I do things like that. I also do cook-ups. I do live cook-ups as well. I do a mixture of all three. Sometimes we do song wars, things like that. Song wars is basically like you pick a song that you really like that may be considered underground or indie, and you play it and we review it and we see if it's a W, like W aux. I might call it W aux chord, whatever you want to call it, but song wars for right now. I also have a Ko-fi down there. Make sure you donate and support. Every dollar counts. It helps me out a lot. I want to be a full-time content creator, full-time producer, and full-time teacher when it comes to helping people like that are weeks in. I feel like I have a very well understanding of FL Studio, and I can actually get points across that maybe other producers and other YouTubers don't do. Let me think if I'm missing anything. Sonic Therapy is coming out very, 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 very soon. I just finished the outro, the intro. I just finished all the mixing for it. And that's kind of my biggest thing. I'm a big on quality, so I always try to make sure that my mixing is proper. If you waiting for Sonic Therapy and you want to hear some snips, actually after this video, like once I'm done with the going through my plugins, my favorite plugins rank by rank, I'm gonna go over some songs and go over some things that I already released for the album and make sure that everyone's on board. The album is basically about just healing. Like it's a really healing type of album. You've been through a lot. Have you ever been through a lot type of album? Losing someone, that could be a loved one, girlfriend, things like that. Like if you've been through any type of loss, I'm mostly highlighting those feelings, the anger, the pain, the frustration, just things like that. And it's very good to help cope with a loss, or if you've experienced loss, like it's really, really good. It's Sonic Therapy. Definitely preaches to the title. So let's just get started with this video. So right now, we're gonna go over my favorite plugins. Personally, one of my favorite plugins that I use a lot, and sometimes I don't even use it. Okay, I'm gonna go through the ranking of my number one to my number two, and so on. We're just gonna open them all, and I'm gonna go over them one by one. Let me see. Oh yeah, so anyway, back to that. My fault. I didn't mean it. Yep, so this is perfect. We're gonna go through over my top 6 plugins that I highly recommend. I'm gonna be ranking them based off of how they treat my computer, how they work in conjunction with other plugins, and also just overall sound quality. There's gonna be some honorable mentions that I'll mention throughout. As you see, Xenology is probably my lowest. It's up there as far as sound goes, but it takes forever. All right, so my number one plugin, and you guys will notice this on my cook-ups, is Electra X. Electra X is phenomenal. The thing about Electra X that I dislike, we're gonna go over pros and cons. So the pros that I have is that they're ARPs. The ARPs are really amazing and they're really easy to interact with. So, right, you see how it sounds a little offbeat? You can adjust that here. You go here, hit 0, go here, hit 0. And you can just, it's very, you know, let me see. You know what I'm saying? It fixed. So the reason I like this one is I never watched a video on how to use this stuff, but I know how to use all this stuff. Like, you create all the sounds with these waves, you do arpeggiator right here, and it's like I know what each thing does. If I had explained it, I probably wouldn't be able to, but definitely I could if I needed to. This is more of just a thing like, you know what you want to fix, right? Like, if you hear something that sounds off, you know what to fix. That's more what I'm talking about. I don't know specifically everything. And they also have a favorites tab. So if you hit this heart button, you can favorite all the ones that you like. And I have some amazing sounds in here from throughout the other ARPs and throughout the other presets. I just wish that they made more. Maybe if they do have some, put some in the comments. This way I know. And now we're going to move on to the second one. My second favorite is the piano. This is a free plugin. I'm pretty sure this one was a free plugin. And it's just a piano. They have different types of pianos here. They have like a lot of different types of pianos. Nothing too crazy. Like, these are all empty. But this is if you want to just get something down. You know what I'm saying? You just want to get something down. I usually use it to get some ideas out. Regardless, piano is always the first instrument I recommend using. So this way you can make sure you get the point across and then you switch it to something else. So I usually start off with our SRX piano no matter what. Now my third favorite plugin would have to be this one right here. I honestly don't remember where I got this from, but it's called XV5080. It's amazing. It doesn't crash my computer. Honestly, this will be number one if it had more ARPs on it and if it had more leads. But this has really good pianos on it. Has really good organs. The organs in here are really, really tough. Really, really tough. You know what I'm saying? They have like a lot of good variations, things you can do. It's not too... You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's good quality sounds for sure. Now, fourth on the list, I would say Analog Lab V or 5, whichever. This one is good if you get the proper sound banks. For some reason, these sound banks crash my computer on certain sounds than others. But for the most part, this is a really good plugin. They actually do have a lot to choose from, and I recommend it. I recommend Analog Lab. You can't go wrong with Analog Lab. Everybody has it. It's something... It's one of those ones everybody got, for real. You can't really go too wrong with it. And so that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, fifth on the list, I would say it's either System 100 or Omnisphere, to be honest. I use Omnisphere a lot. I'm not going to open it. We all know what Omnisphere is. That's an honorable mention. But something that's outside of the usual, my fifth one would be this one. This one is just a regular AM, you know, analog instrument. So it has sounds that are different quality. Like... If anything, I use this mostly for layering. If I wanted like a nice undertone on something. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. I'm saving that. We're going to save that. Yep, saving that as a preset. But yeah, so that System 100 is pretty dope, and it has like a huge list to go through. I like stuff where you don't have to, you stay on one VST, you don't have to move a lot. So if they have like a wider range of stuff, like Xenology is my next one, they have a wider range of stuff. It looks small, but if you open it, let me see if I'm able to. Am I even able to open this? Yeah, no, I can just zoom it. Anybody want to zoom it? But yeah, you click here. Oh yeah, there it is. They have a wider range of stuff. And Xenology is actually used by a lot of producers. I've been seeing more and more producers use it lately. That's the pianos. The pianos are tough. You hear that? Hold on. Sound kind of real, bro. Like, they sound like 100% real. And Xenology is pretty dope. Now, I am going to add one last one. This is a newer one, and it is my top favorite. I'm going to be honest, this one isn't my top 5, 6, or whatever. So I went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one, it would be the 7th. The only reason why it's not is because of what it does to my computer. If I start off with this instrument, it's fine. But if you have other instruments already in there, it sucks. This one's called Zyklop. This is free, but it has a very, very wide range of sounds. And I use this dice button to click random ones. So that's that. We're gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope. So yeah, yeah, it's doing a lot. Shush. What? I don't know if you're familiar, but they have this panic button that you use every time that stuff like that happens. But yeah, I just went through it's for Productions, just went through all my favorite VSTs so far. Honestly, they change throughout the months, they change throughout the years. Another honorable mention would be Arcade. I love Arcade. I don't know if Splice counts, but I use Splice here and there. It's really dope to step outside your comfort zone as well. So if you're a person that uses these already, try using some of the other ones I recommended. If you don't use any of these, try yourself to see if you can use them. Some people, Expand is another good one. Expand is up there. Let me try Expand real quick for you. Expand is dope because they have like the real life sounds. You can get trumpets, you can get strings from here. We're going to try some strings out real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty high quality plugin for it being so low on the memory. It kill my computer. You can load so much in here and it doesn't destroy your computer. I highly recommend this one. This is an honor mention number 1. I think this one is like one of my top favorites, to be honest, because it has everything I ever need in it. So if I was running off of one plugin, I would definitely use that one. And we're gonna add one more. We're gonna put Morphine in here just so we can have a default. Because people always be hating on the default plugins. I started from the stomping grounds of FL Studio, and this one is like a stock plugin, and it has everything you need in it. It has good leads. You know what I'm saying? Trumpets, trombones, synths. It has anything you'd need in there. That one's up there as well. But this has been It's for Productions going over his top VSTs that he mostly uses, ones that I mostly use. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Hit the post bell notification so you know when I'm live next. Donate to that Ko-fi. Join the Discord. Join the community. Be a part of the ISTE army and chill with us. It'll be an honor to have you with us, bro. If you're new to producing, join us and see what we offer. It doesn't hurt to try to learn off of us. It doesn't hurt to try with us. So I do appreciate your time and I do appreciate you watching our video. Now, if you guys have any questions or anything else, make sure you join the Discord, ask questions. We have a question channel. My album's there. I was going to do something at the end, but I do have to leave. But I do appreciate y'all time. Make sure y'all be safe, like, comment, and subscribe.